Welcome to Tent Talk, the podcast we record from inside our sleeping bags every single night on the trail. I'm Audrey, also known as Mountain Goat.
And I'm Haley, also known as GPS.
We just completed day 1 of 9 of the Alpamayo Circuit. We're camped at Llamacorral, about 6 miles into the trek. So far, Haley's earned herself a new trail name thanks to a stray dog.
That's not even the wildest part. Here's how it went.
Welcome to the first edition of Tent Talk. We are currently in the tent.
We're talking.
It's sometime in the night. It's 6:58 p.m., which is basically midnight. The sun set, I think, about 4, because we're in the middle of a valley in between. The sun just went away. We're in Llamacorral, but I have a kind of problem with that name. Do you know why? Because there's no llamas here.
None at all.
There are many other animals, but absolutely no llamas. So, speaking of animals, Haley has a new trail name. She is now Dr. Dolittle.
That's me.
We started the trail just basically walking on a ladder to the sun, in the sun. And there was a bee, a giant fuzzy bumblebee who just followed her for probably 100 feet. It was pretty great.
Did not consent to that.
And then we were attacked by horseflies.
Oh my god.
And then all of a sudden there were what was coming down? Donkeys?
Well, yeah, there was a herd of pack mules, and they were not stopping for no one.
Well, no. Before the pack mules, what was there?
Oh.
A tiny dog leading the pack mules. And we're like, oh.
Yes.
He's the leader of the pack mules. And then all the guides come down and all the people. And then more.
Yes.
More of them. And then it happened. And then there was a follow dog. And we're like, okay, we understand what's happening here.
Yep.
So we continue on the trail. And we see another dog. And we're like, oh, let's pull over. There's going to be...
The mules again.
The mules. We're going to get run over. So we wait, but nothing happened. So I'm like, well, let's just continue on. But this little lady dog apparently is now adopted Haley and is literally walking beside her for miles.
I didn't pet her. I didn't give her anything except for a compliment. So
That's where you went wrong. That's where you went wrong.
That was my mistake.
We were very clear that we were vegetarians and had no calories to spare in our packs.
God.
Didn't care. She'd sit with us for lunch.
I think she found us first at about mile 2, maybe.
Okay, mind
mile
you,
1.5.
She's here with us in this camp where we're sleeping. So there's that. The whole way she's been.
She was with us, again, mile 1.5, mile 2. Walked with us for I don't know how long in the scorching heat of the day.
Oh, and I asked the lady to take her away.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
And I was like, can you take the dog? Because she was going down. And she was like, yeah. And then she's like, oh, no, this is the camp dog. She'll just go to the camp.
Well, I started feeling just guilt that she's going to die of thirst, this dog. And eventually she saw some other people and she left for a while.
And then...
Mile 5.
Then we saw some cows walking, right? And we saw horses.
Well, let's go back to the cows. Audrey almost pushed one off a cliff today.
I don't remember that situation.
Well, there were 2 cows.
There are 2 cows, and so we're going up a valley, basically, on the right side of a valley. So the open valley is to our left, and then the mountain is to our right. So we are huddled against the right to avoid being shoved off the cliff by the passing cows, which is great. So then there's a cow that comes down, and then there's another cow
hugging the mountain wall.
But then he sees me and is afraid, so then he starts drifting away and almost pushes off his friend cow into the valley.
His front hooves literally went off the trail on the cliff a little bit.
But then he was like, whoa, you have a backpack with snacks, and tried to come at me. And I was like, absolutely not, sir. Get away.
That's horrible.
So many cows.
Didn't want to see that.
Many mules.
Mm-hmm.
And then the dog came back out of absolutely nowhere with a friend, mind you. Haley's always in front, walking, and then I hear just like panting behind me. I'm like, this is it. This is my time. Pack mule's gonna run me over real quick now. And it was Little Miss Lady Dog and her boyfriend. It's just like,
I think they returned to us about mile 5. Like, it was taking us good chunks of time to complete these miles. So, like, 3 or so hours later, with an hour
I don't even
break,
know where they came from because I thought they went the
us.
other way.
They did. They went down the mountain and then they found us again.
And came back up. And then walked with us basically to camp. Because there was a few camps that we passed on the way up. Because there's different options for people to stop. And we're like, oh great, they'll stop at this camp. But no, they never did. So, Haley got adopted by 2 dogs. They really didn't want anything to do with me because they know. And so Haley has...
They're my pack.
2 dogs now.
I don't know what's going to happen after day, 3, when there are no more camps?
Yeah, because basically the first 3 days we overlap with a lot of the tour groups who just do the Santa Cruz trek, which is basically they come up and then they go up and see the mountain, like base camp. They come down, so it's usually like a 3-day thing. And it was kind of funny because we passed a lot of... There wasn't that many people coming down, but we passed a lot of people like coming down, and they're like, I much prefer the way we did it. And I, in my head, was like, what, like a little bitch? Because he was wearing, like, it's just a day pack. And, like, looking at us. Meanwhile, some of the workers on the trail were, like, giving us high fives and be like, yeah, that's so cool.
They were great. They appreciate what we were doing. But other people were like, I would never. It's like, well, don't.
There was one girl who came down wearing absolutely, like, no backpack at all. I'm like, you are not a backpacker. The taxi ride this morning was chaotic. I think we talked about it, but it's...
Oh, we can't forget. Audrey had the first fall.
Oh my gosh, so, I mean, Haley's up ahead, always within whistle distance, but I was going down and there was like this flat rock with a lot of dust and dirt on it, and I was tired, and I put my foot on it, and my foot just kept going, so I was like sliding down, and like, because our backpacks weighed 300 pounds, I just kept going, and then I was like really, with the trekking poles, because they're kind of like trying to buffer the fall, but then I just keep going because of the momentum, and so I just fall to the right onto the grass. Like, it was a whole Looney Tunes moment. Nothing was injured, which was great. It was just kind of like, stop falling.
She survived, though, so we were good.
The big terrible thing of the day is the water filter is clogged, so we may die of giardia or wake up with problems tomorrow. So
if we don't, we'll die of thirst. So
we still have the drops of chlorine, so that's
helpful
and something. We'll figure it out. We have the jet boil. We can boil water, but obviously we have limited fuel, so
it's a really good time
figure it
to
out.
have your water filter be clogged.
Well, remember my jet boil broke, so things happen.
Yeah, well, day 1 of 9, huh?
Okay, so we went 6 miles today. We gained about 2,700 feet. We're in Llamacorral.
Lost about 20 pounds.
Of food!
Hopefully. Getting lighter every day.
Lost the sun pretty early. We won't have a good warm morning. We have a longer day tomorrow, like almost 9 miles, but we're hoping we can drop everything at camp, get camp set up, and then do the side quest to the mountain views.
Woohoo! Most beautiful mountain in the world.
Alpamayo. Whoa, man. Yeah, I think I have 10,000 horsefly bites.
Apparently, we look like horses.
Yeah, and we're in a place where there are other people who are like guided treks, and they have like literally like yurts set up basically with like propane tanks and hand washing stations to give you a mind.
Meanwhile, we're pretty much drinking from the river, so
yeah,
whatever. It's cool. We like it.
But yeah, it's just after 7 now, but it's time to sleep because our plan is to get up around 6, leave camp by 7:30. It's been taking us about 1 mile per hour. We had a lot of altitude gain today, about 2,700 feet.
Maybe quicker tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we started about just under 10,000 feet, like 9,800, and now we're at 12,300, 12,500.
Yeah. something like that.
Hopefully not so bad tomorrow, especially if we drop our packs.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens, man. Next time on Tent Talk. Adios.
That's day 1 down, 8 to go.
Next time on Tent Talk, altitude finally catches up with us, coca leaves and all.
If you're enjoying the trek, the best way to support the show is a quick follow or 5-star rating wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you want to see it all, head to YouTube for the full trip video.
Tent Talk is hosted by sisters Audrey and Haley Marshall. For a look at our latest hiking and backpacking adventures, find us on Instagram at Tent Talk Backpacking. See you on the trail!